5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody! Achieve Gala time! Here we are. It's the John and Miles show. Oh, no, you're good, bud, man. We are on, and this is live. Welcome to the Achieve Services first ever virtual gala with, of course, nonetheless, Mr. Miles Letourneau and his sidekick, John Letourneau. We are so glad to be here again for you. You knew that this would not be possible without Miles and me, right? And so this is our job. We're here to talk to you guys tonight and make sure this is a fun event. So this is Wednesday night. It's a great place to spend some time with Achieve Services. We're excited that you're here. Thank you very much for coming. Miles, how you feeling tonight?
I feel great.
Good. I'm glad you feel great. You know, this pandemic that we've been through, COVID, right?
Yeah.
That darn COVID. It's been hard on all of us, especially for folks with disabilities. And it's been a challenge. Miles has been not able to work for many months. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody! Achieve Gala time! Here we are. It's the John and Miles show. Oh, no, you're good, bud, man. We are on, and this is live. Welcome to the Achieve Services first ever virtual gala with, of course, nonetheless, Mr. Miles Letourneau and his sidekick, John Letourneau. We are so glad to be here again for you. You knew that this would not be possible without Miles and me, right? And so this is our job. We're here to talk to you guys tonight and make sure this is a fun event. So this is Wednesday night. It's a great place to spend some time with Achieve Services. We're excited that you're here. Thank you very much for coming. Miles, how you feeling tonight?
I feel great.
Good. I'm glad you feel great. You know, this pandemic that we've been through, COVID, right?
Yeah.
That darn COVID. It's been hard on all of us, especially for folks with disabilities. And it's been a challenge. Miles has been not able to work for many months. It was 3 or 4 months that we were off. And finally in June, he was able to come back to work. Miles, how you feeling about being back at work at Achieve?
I feel so proud. It's so great.
That's awesome, buddy. Back to action, huh?
Yes.
You love earning that paycheck and getting out there every day, don't you? Mm-hmm. That is so cool. So at Achieve Services, we help participants find opportunities to pursue what they want with their life. We offer dignity, and we offer a meaningful, self-determined life for them. All of the dollars raised this evening will go to who? To Achieve, right?
To Achieve.
Yeah, for
yes.
sure. And they're all going to be focused on us being able to safely resume in-person services. We'll be able to expand around virtual opportunities. That means things like this where we can meet people on camera and also retain that superhero staff that we have. Don't you agree?
I agree.
I love it. So as you settle in for tonight's program, for more of the Miles Show, be sure you're able to log into your computer and get in touch with our live auction. Maybe what you'll want to do is open up a second screen on your browser or maybe have a second monitor to look at. But anyway, if you can do that, you can connect with the programming in a much better way. If you have trouble doing that, by all means, reach out to us. Give us a phone call or shoot us a text at 763-220-0089. All right, so here's something else we have now tonight, Miles. Remember this?
Yeah.
So these were superhero suckers with capes on them, and we mailed these out to the first 200 people that registered for the event. And what I want you to know is that there's a number on these two when you put them together. Here, put it up here, Miles. You can see that. 1964. That number actually is the first year of Achieve Services. So that's kind of a fun combination of these two superheroes, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, hang on to your superhero. A little bit later, we'll be able to do a special drawing for the number that's on yours, and you may win a prize. And we're excited for that too as well. Right, Miles? Mm-hmm. Thanks. We'll eat these later. How does that sound? I love it. So thank you to our sponsors for being so generous, but also being flexible as this event has changed over the last number of months. But we are here tonight. Thank you to our auction donors, right? Mm-hmm. Got those thumbs up. Thank you to our board and staff for their hard work in making tonight a success. And lastly, thank you for joining us in support of this important cause, right?
Yep.
All right, here's to Achieve.
We are so incredibly grateful to all of you who have supported Achieve over the years. Because of your generosity, we've been able to buy lift-equipped vans to help get our people to work in the community. We've been able to create our own band called Dance at Your Own Risk, which was recently recognized with the Life Enrichment Award. And we've been able to create and grow the Achieve Endowment. Your support has given us a solid financial foundation, which is critical to positioning Achieve for a sustainable future. As you all know, COVID-19 has thrown us all into uncharted waters. This year has been the most challenging year in our 56-year history by far. We were forced to shut down our program for 2 full months, and we've been operating on a very limited capacity for the past 3 months. That means almost 0 revenue for 5 months. That means many of our staff were furloughed, and it means many of our participants were isolated at home. But we've also found some silver linings. We've become even more grateful to our amazing donors who have helped create the solid financial foundation we've needed to weather this storm. So thank you so much for that. And it has forced us to think differently about the services that we provide and how we provide those services. Our staff has stepped up and are creating more and more virtual services. And I really wish you could have seen the faces of our staff and participants the first time they were able to reconnect via Zoom. And while we're slowly reestablishing our in-person services, the virtual services are going to be a tool that we'll use well into the future. And finally, we've been reminded that what really makes Achieve special are the relationships between our staff and participants. It's impossible to describe, but when you see it, it's impossible to ignore. Our staff have been thoroughly tested during this pandemic, and they've risen to the challenge. On their own time, many of them have been out on the road visiting our participants, sometimes bringing them gifts or food, but more importantly, bringing them laughter and a friendly face and a smile. They are also doing production work that our participants would typically do, and they do that in order to get the work done for our business partners and to bring in a little bit of revenue to Achieve. The pandemic has created hardships for everyone, and our staff are no exceptions. Some have been furloughed, some have had their hours reduced, yet they've stuck with us and remain willing to do whatever it takes to keep Achieve strong. Our staff are truly superheroes. And the biggest risk posed by this pandemic is that we start to lose our staff. We need your help tonight to make sure that doesn't happen. So our goal tonight is to raise $185,000 to help Achieve safely resume in-person services, expand our virtual opportunities, and most importantly, to retain our rockstar staff. We'd now like to share a brief video that was filmed in March prior to us closing our doors. And then please stay tuned for an exciting announcement. Thank you. Achieve is privileged to serve almost 200 adults with developmental disabilities throughout Anoka County, and we've got about 100 more on our waiting list, and that's really a reflection of the quality of services that we're able to provide. And providing great services means having great employees. At Achieve, we are blessed to have a core group of really incredible, dedicated employees, many of whom have been with Achieve for over 20 years. And in this business, longevity really matters. Over time, our staff develop relationships with the people that we serve. They really get to know them. They know what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what may upset them, what may calm them. And a lot of the services that we provide are pretty intimate services, from assistance in the bathroom to assistance feeding to physical therapy. They're very personal services, and I think that all of us would prefer to receive services like that from someone that we know and we trust rather than from a stranger. And while we have wonderful employees, we're also seeing unprecedented turnover, mostly in our entry-level positions. Just a few years ago, our turnover rate was about 6%. This year, it's jumped up to 25%. And while that's significantly below the industry average, which is in excess of 45%, it's still a real problem. That kind of turnover is costly, it's disruptive, and at the end of the day, it affects our ability to provide excellent service. The work that our people do at Achieve, it's physically demanding work, it's exhausting, and many of our people come home at the end of the day and they have to go to a second job or a third job, and that's just not okay. To improve our staff retention, we're creating an employee assistance fund, which is going to be a sustainable, ongoing fund, and we're going to use it to do things like enhance our merit-based bonuses, to buy down benefit costs, to provide emergency loans to our employees, and to do some other things that just allow us to express our appreciation to our staff in the excellent work they do. But we don't have the resources to do it alone, so we're going to be asking for some help.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, Miles, how about that video? Wow, was that ever cool, huh?
Yes.
All right. Woo. It's great to be here tonight, isn't it? For sure, huh?
Yes.
Welcome to everybody. We are watching what it looks like to be interacting with Achieve superheroes.
Yeah.
These are the staff that help support all of our gang like Miles and get them to their jobs and kind of keep things moving. And we literally call them superheroes because we cannot do this without them. And so we need to support our supporters, right, Miles? By reaching out and helping us raise some money tonight. What is tonight anyway? It's a
fundraiser.
A fundraiser. You got it for sure. So, Miles, tell me a little bit about some of your favorite staff people. Who do you like for working with here at Achieve the most?
Well, I like they have Pete and Lottie. They help me out.
That's awesome. They're good guys. How about your coach? Who's your coach?
Brian.
Brian? What about him? Where does he help you at?
At Veritronics.
He goes to Veritronics with you?
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, who are some of your other favorite ones that are here?
Tom Weaver.
Tom, good old Tom. Yep, absolutely. You see him every day for what? What do you do with him in the morning? Coffee?
Coffee.
No doubt. Then there's your driver. Who's your driver?
Lala.
Lala. Yeah, she's a good help, right?
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Again, these are the superheroes. These are all the people that are kind of not necessarily behind the scenes. They're right in the middle of it, and they're making all of this happen so that all of our clients, all of our folks like Miles, can realize the type of life that they want. They want to lead a self-satisfying, self-directed, meaningful life, and that's what this is about, and we're so excited. So again, we are raising money tonight. We have a goal for $185,000. What do you think of that number?
Wow.
That's crazy. We're going to do it, too. I just know it, Miles. It feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this money tonight is going to be raised to support those folks, the superheroes, that are behind the scenes and in front of the scenes doing all the great things. It's been a really tough time with COVID and just the kind of nature of where we're at. We need to make sure that we can retain these people and so that they can be successful and they can do the good work that they love to do. And so, you know, it's all about the money tonight, right, Miles? Definitely. I want to tell you right now that this is on the tracks and this train is going, and we are so excited. There's some huge donations and some really generous people in our community that are here right now, and they're reaching into their pocket and they're making this whole thing happen. I just want to recognize a couple of the folks that are doing something really cool right now. We're going to talk about it now. Pam and Jim Deal, great supporters of Achieve, awesome members of our community. They've stepped up and done a really amazing donation. Sandy Crawford and Scott Earback have, with Jameson, have teamed up, and they put a sizable amount of money together for this donation. Also, Richard and Kathy Svanda, along with Christina, have all kind of pitched in. And between the three of them and some of the other ones, we've come up with what we call the Match Challenge. Right, Miles? Woohoo, huh?
Yep.
And so they have $35,000, and they're saying they're willing to put their $35,000 up if we can raise another $35,000 match. So it's going to be a match challenge. So as this goes on tonight, all of the gifts that come forward are going to be tallied up, and we're going to try to get to that $35,000 level. Right, Miles? That $35,000 turns into $70,000 that fast, and that's how we're going to do this. And so we're super excited about having the match challenge. So we've got the donations going on with the money, we've got the auction that's in place right now, and we've got tons of things that are happening, and we're so excited, right? Can't wait to keep this moving. So to be honest with you, there's another layer of this thing that I want to talk about, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's something called DSP Week, and this is DSP Week. Some of you know what that is, some of you don't, and what I think we should do, Miles, is maybe toss this over to who?
The Tom Weaver.
Yeah, so let's toss it to Tom Weaver. He can talk about DSP Week, and we'll see you guys in a little while, all right? Let's do this, Miles.
Thanks, John and Miles. It is DSP Week this week, and DSP Week is a week that's set aside for DSPs, not just in Minnesota, but all across the country. And DSPs are direct support professionals. That's our staff. Those are the people who provide hands-on care for our people day in and day out. Those are the superheroes that we're talking about tonight. And it's really nice to recognize them and honor them with this week, with DSP Week. The governor signed a proclamation recognizing this week. That's all wonderful. It's certainly well-deserved, but we need to do more. Which is why we're here tonight, why we deeply appreciate you being with us tonight to raise some money to support our Rockstar staff and try to keep them at Achieve and try to promote the stability that we need in our program. So thank you so much for participating tonight. We also have, in addition to our request for funding, we have a live auction or a silent auction going on tonight as well. And please, I just ask you to be generous tonight. Open your hearts and your pocketbooks. Do whatever you can. Every little bit helps tonight. So thanks again for being with us. And let's go back to John and Miles.
Awesome. Hey, it's time for us to reach our goal. And in order for us to reach our goal, we have to talk about some, what, Miles?
What's it called?
It's called auction items.
The auction items.
Yes, it's the auction items tonight. And so this would be a great time for the Chris Carlson family to start paying attention, because we know you're out there and we know that you guys have always been so generous with the auction items, right, Miles?
You're right.
So now what we need to do is we need to start talking about how the bidding is going to go, and it's going to play over the course of the whole evening. Hopefully you're already in a bidding war, and I know that there are folks out there like the Crawford, Sandy Crawford, you're out there. She's on our board. She is an amazing contributor, and we just appreciate her support. Get in that bidding war, and I'll suggest maybe that knowing what Sandy's going to do, the Stedmans need to get involved with that too. So let's make sure that everybody's getting together on this. And so as we continue to interact with our bidding through the night, we're going to want to make sure that there's a couple of rules. So because this is an auction, we're going to have to close it at about, let's say, what do you think, Miles? 8:30 tonight? Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Yep, so we'll close her down about 8:30 tonight. In case you haven't placed a bid yet, we're going to be putting up a slide that reminds you on how to bid in our online auction. And again, Susan Holden, who's on our board as well, and her husband, Brian Gaviglio, which, Brian, you know I always terrorize your name, right, Miles, every year, but I landed it this year. So take that, Brian. I'm glad you guys are here. Get this going, okay? I love it. So anyway, you're going to be seeing this slide up on now to get the auction going. Just click on the link that you received by text message and navigate to the auction items. Got it, Miles?
I got it.
All right, and so once you get to the auction items, you'll see the categories you're interested in, and be sure that you check out the items that have no bids yet, because that's where the early wins are. The Joneses know that already too, and they're out there with us tonight, and they are going to definitely take advantage of some of those ones that have low bid numbers, because that's where the early and easy wins are. So again, while you're viewing an item, click on the bid, enter the amount, and then from there, just click confirm. And then go back to it frequently and check it, so you can always make sure that your donation is working. Jordan from Victory Auto, we know that you and your gang are out here tonight, and we so really appreciate it. And we want you to be able to make sure that you're always pushing the Donate Now button. So go back to it as often as you can. Let's make this happen and make it a great night with the online auction. Again, if you have any problems with this, what do we need to do?
Call. Or text.
You got it. At 763-220-0089. That's how we make this work. So while we don't have the live auction this year, right, Miles?
You're right.
Yep. We're still going to do this great thing in the background and have hopefully a handful of really good, we are going to have a handful of really good premier items that we're going to auction off. So let's talk a little bit about that, okay? So the first item we have up tonight is a pontoon ride and cocktails for 4, hosted by our very own CEO, who?
Tom Weaver.
Tom Weaver, everybody. So actually have Tom with us tonight, and through the magic of this entire event, we're going to exchange a little bit of conversation. So Tom, tell me a little bit more about what you guys are planning with this pontoon ride. What can people expect? Are there any places of interest along wherever you're going to be taking this pontoon? Let's get some feedback on that, Tom.
Well, thanks, John. This is a fall colors cruise on the Mississippi River, the mighty Mississippi. And we'll be following the 5-mile recreational pool beginning in Anoka and heading down toward the Coon Rapids Dam. Hopefully we'll stop shy of the dam. Then we'll turn around and go back up through Anoka and up to about Ramsey, enjoying the beautiful fall colors along the way. This is a cocktail cruise, so we'll serve your favorite drinks along the way, and you have to tolerate me, but you'll get to enjoy the company of my beautiful and talented wife, Kelly. So it'll be a fun cruise. In order to comply with social distancing, we have to limit it to 4 passengers. So it'll be Kelly and me and 4 passengers for the evening, and we'll pick a date that is convenient for all while the colors are at their prime.
That's awesome. Tom, thank you so much for being willing to host that cocktail tour. I have a visual in my mind about you with a little microphone talking about the things along the river that are important, and maybe just some of the animals that we might see or some of the houses that are along there, but I think it's going to be a really fun time. And actually, Miles, we should probably start bidding on that, huh?
Yeah.
We'll have to get our people on it. So in addition to that, we've got another item that's really awesome. I'm going to ask my lovely assistant to give me a handoff on this. This is a beautiful diamond necklace from Dan Gould Jewelers. Check that out, huh? Mm-hmm. Miles, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Huh? Whoa, put him on the spot. This could be an awesome gift for a girlfriend, Miles. You know that for sure. So Dan Gould Jewelers in Anoka, awesome prize. Emphasize this. Can't tell you how excited we are to have something like this every year from the Dan Gould Jewelry people. You guys are rock stars. Thanks for being here tonight. This as well, for sure. We have more going on. 2 Miles. Let's save this for later, huh?
Yeah.
Our board treasurer, Jim Steffen, is here tonight, him and his wife, Lisa. Guys, thanks for being here again. I know that you come every single year. We appreciate your efforts. You always step up to the plate. And again, this is no different. Lisa and Jim this year have donated an amazing getaway. It's a 5-night, 6-day package at a Full Circle Ranch at Cave Creek in Arizona. This is about 40 minutes away from the Phoenix airport. That's an easy do, huh?
Yeah.
We should go. That'd be fun. It's a 6-bedroom house that can accommodate up to 12 people, and it doesn't expire until the end of 2021. This is an estimated $5,000 value. Is that huge? This is so cool. Tons of photos are going to be coming up. You're going to be able to see this online while we talk, and you'll be able to look at this during the bidding, but it's got a beautiful pool. It's got these desert views. It's seclusion. It's privacy. It's wildlife. Jim and Lisa are sharing this with everybody, and they want to support Achieve. And so it's meaningful for us to be able to connect with this one. We're going to get the bidding up on this one. They believe in our mission, and there's a huge big thanks to the Steffens for doing this again. So let's hear it for them, huh?
Yes.
Woohoo. Number 4. For those of you that were at the 2019 Gala and remember what happened at that particular event, this was Miles and showing us his cooking skills, right, Miles? What did you do last year? What did we make?
We made some peanut butter cookies last year.
And they were delicious, weren't they?
Yeah.
Here, you want to try one? Let's go. Oh my gosh, these are amazing, huh? I'm just dying. Hey, this year, Miles has promised to do some more baking. And so what we want to do is we want to offer a dozen of these homemade delicious chocolate chip cookies that Miles will make from the kindness of his love in his heart. And we will give this to someone in Anoka County by personally delivering it to them after this event's over. And so I can't tell you how excited it is. Are you up for that? Mm-hmm. Mr. Baker, here, I'm going to finish this cookie. All right? Miles. So here we go. As you remember, every bid supports Achieve, right? Mm-hmm. Every bid allows for us to have our workers doing the great work they do. We have a lot of auction items available, so be sure to check them all out online and bid high and bid often. How's that sound? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, thanks.
You like to do the laundry, but it gets also spoiled. From dirt and makeup, blood and toothpaste to food and also oil. Achieve Clean Laundry Detergent is here to save the day. It gets the laundry oh so clean so you can go and play. Achieve Clean, Achieve Clean, Achieve Clean. Wash with the cause.
We would now like to take a few minutes to recognize and thank some really important community partners of ours, Don and Jamie Quiton and Village Bank. They've been with us for many years, huge supporters, and we're going to present them with an award. Thank you. So we are just honored and privileged tonight to be able to present Achieve's Legacy Award to Don and Jamie Quiton and Village Bank. Come on, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much. Missed the handshakes and everything,
And the hugs.
Thank you for this time. I guess what I'd like to talk about is a little bit of why we are so involved in Achieve. What it's done for us personally, I think in life there's things that are important, and for us and our family, it's faith, family, and doing something to help somebody else in your community. As we drive around our community, there's nothing like seeing an Achieve bus with these children, these people that need help. And I think that we all could do a better job, including ourselves. It's been an honor for us to see this. If you ever get a chance, take a tour. I know the pandemic right now is something we can't do a lot of, but this will come to an end. But Achieve won't come to an end. We need to do a better job in supporting them. Go tour their facility, see why we made this choice. Check your own heart and see why we did it. You might like this too as much as we do. It's very dear to us. So thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you again.
Thank you,
and
guys.
virtual hugs to you both.
Yes, we can't wait to give you real hugs
Exactly.
again. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Wow, Miles, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don and Jamie Couton, Village Bank. What great community partners. You guys, thank you so much. You deserve that honor, and we are thrilled to be able to give it to you. What do you think of those guys, huh? Pretty nice?
Yes.
They're awesome, for sure. So thank you very much, Don and Jamie. We are excited, Miles, because we are moving along, aren't we? We are going to hit our goal tonight. I just know it. I can feel it. How about you?
Me too, Dad.
Yeah, we have a $185,000 goal. It's going to the superhero staff, and we've got that $35,000 match deal that we're playing with right now. And so there's a lot going on. It's the deal Crawford's Fonda $35,000 match. What do you think of that, huh? Mm-hmm. Kind of cool because it goes to $70,000, which is a ton of money.
Yeah.
Right? Woo! So it's going to be good. Hey, as we continue to move through this thing, Miles and I want to call it out because there are some folks that are really absolutely stepping up right now and giving great contributions. And if I could, I just want to spend a couple minutes and go through some of the names of the folks that are really digging in and making a big difference tonight. What do you think? We should do that, bud? Mm-hmm. All right. So the first one I want to recognize is Don Yeager, or Doug Yeager. Doug, special blessings to you. Thank you for being here for this. Richard and Joyce Morgan, you guys know that we really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much. There's Gary and Diana Glonner, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate you being here. Everybody's really stepping up, and this is just super stuff, isn't it, Miles? Continues on. Barbara Corey, you're a rock star. We certainly appreciate it. Our staff really appreciates it. The sustainability that we're trying to pull into this organization. This is how it's happening right now. Susan Holden and Brian Gaviglio. Nailed it, Brian, as I just love that name. Here we go. You guys are rock stars tonight, too. You are doing this all the time for Achieve. Your hearts are in the right place, and me and Miles are with you on that, right, buddy? Yeah, for sure. Then there's Sue Koning. Thank you, Sue. You're a rock star, too. We certainly appreciate you. Randy Downing is here tonight. He's put some money in. Isn't that cool? You think we're all right? How about the Stedman family? They are always stepping up. They're great contributors to Achieve. They love our cause. We love that you are a supporter of us. Thank you so much. Christina and Don Scogans is another one. Super family. Thank you very much. Jeff Flipson. Thank you, Jeff. You're a rock star, too. Miles, we love these people. They're really, they're all part of our superstars, and they're all part of the superhero program tonight. We can't do it without you. Thank you so much. The shout out, and these donations are continuing to roll in now. And again, Miles, I'm excited. I think we're going to make our goal. That's what it's all about, right?
Yep.
You're good with that, for sure. So everybody remember that the silent auction the bidding ends around 8:30 tonight. So you want to definitely kind of watch for checkout instructions. Some of the messaging that we want to do on this is if you are awarded in a bid and you win a bid, that you can pick it up right here at Achieve after you're notified that you've won that bid. Or if it's easy, we'll deliver it to you somewhere within the 7-county metro area. We'd be happy to do that if you can't get in to pick it up. And so who knows? It might even be Miles and I that might make the delivery. You'd be okay with that, wouldn't you? Definitely, buddy. That sounds good. So call or text if you have questions. That number again is 763-220-0089. Yep, that's the number for calling in if you have any questions or things that are going to happen over the next number of minutes. And so we're just continuing to really enjoy the fact that everybody is just so generous tonight. thank you very much for how you're doing this. It's amazing, isn't it, Miles?
It is.
How do you feel about it, buddy?
I feel great.
You feel great. It's super, isn't it?
Yep.
Have all these people helping out, and especially when they're going to help out with your staff, right? Because that means you can come back to work and keep doing the things you love to do here, right? Hey, so we got a little project. We're going to do a drawing. You up for it? We're going to give some money away.
Yep, I'm up for it, Dad.
All right, so the first thing I want to do is we want to draw for a $100 winner. How's that sound?
Yeah.
So we're going to take a basket here, and Miles, I'll have you reach in and grab. This is a basket of names of everybody that's registered here tonight, and so we're going to give a $100 gift certificate to whoever wins. And so what we'll do here is if you hear your name called, let's have you either text or chat that you're the winner. Share your name with us, and we'll make sure that you get hooked up with this prize.
Pam.
Oh, it's Pam Polowski.
Yep.
All right, Pam Polowski. That's awesome. $100 winner, Pam. Congratulations. Thanks for being here tonight. We're kind of giving a little bit back to the folks that are loving us. Right, Miles?
Yep.
We like it. So then the next one is a $250 one. And this is the superhero lollipop capes that 200 people got as they pre-registered for the event. And so this is a number that is on your superhero cape. And if you have this number, definitely give us a text or send us a chat with your name so that we can make sure that you get the $250 prize. And you said it was what?
Number one.
Number one. That's a riot. What's the chance of that one? Isn't that fun? So number one, you're a $250 winner. All right. Miles, last one. This is for a $500 gift card. And the number is...
93.
93.
Yep.
Sweet. Number 93. Send it in. Send us a chat or a text and let us know that you are a winner and you're up for $500. This has been so fun, hasn't it, Miles?
Yep.
We're going to continue to move on with the program. Right now, I want to do a handoff to our board chair, Kathy Sfonda. She's got a great message for you, and Miles and I look forward to seeing you here in just a few minutes again. All right?
Yep.
See you later.
See you later.
All right, we'll be back. Nice work.
Hello from our house to yours. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kathy Swanda, Chair of the Achieve Board, and with me are my daughter Christina and my husband Rich. Christina works for Achieve at the Government Center in Anoka.
I love my job.
Yes, I know you do.
And we are proud to be active supporters of Achieve, and that it has allowed Christina an opportunity for development over the last 20 years that she's been part of Achieve. It has also allowed her to learn a great deal about responsibility and cash, earning money. Christina is an avid shopper.
Kathy is too. I would like to thank all of you for being part of our first virtual fundraiser, which is a combination of our gala, spring gala, and our fall party, which we have mostly for staff and our diehard supporters and participants of Achieve. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Those of you who provided items for our auction, wonderful, thank you. A special thank you to the board for all their work, and to Jennifer, our development director, for her help in taking this virtual. I also want to include a special thank you for the Deals. Pam Deal has chaired the Gala committee for several years, and she did a wonderful job. She's very inspirational. She's very generous, and she's very creative. Thanks, Pam, for all your work. And a thank you also to Jim. Pam and Jim have been our superhero supporters. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks. And to the sponsors who sponsored this event, thank you very much for your generosity. And of course, we want to thank John and Miles, the Laternos. John serves on the board. Miles is a participant in Achieve, and they are our star MCs. Thanks to both of you. As parents, donors, and volunteers, we deeply appreciate every dollar you've donated tonight to help Achieve safely resume in-person services, expanded virtual offerings, and retaining our superhero staff. Thank you.
If you haven't had a chance to yet make a donation or know of others who might be willing to do so, please let them know, and the donation link will be open for another week.
And don't forget, there's a virtual dance party on Zoom when this ends. Hope to see you on the dance floor. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Miles,
Yay.
man, this is it. Has this
Yay.
been a fun night, hasn't it?
Yes.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, do you?
I did too, man. Anytime I can spend with you is always a good time. You're my buddy and my partner in crime, my MC buddy,
Yep.
for sure. Hey, it's been a really fun night. We're honored and humbled to be able to spend some time with you. This has just been so meaningful. Everyone has just been so generous tonight. Our superhero staff is very humbled also, and thanks you very much for your willingness to step up to the plate and get behind this cause. It is an amazing thing how we serve this community and how we can use dollars like this and these kind of events to continue this great service to so many wonderful folks like Miles that really deserve it. And so we're so proud of this. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want a couple of housekeeping things. The donation part of this evening stays open for another week, so that's an awesome thing. We're going to be doing the dance party. You'll be seeing Miles and I cutting a move here pretty quick. What's your best move? Let's see it. Oh yeah, definitely. I taught you how to dance. Scary as that is. So we're going to continue to have the party go on for a number of minutes, and what we'd like to do is just say to everybody, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, and we just are so grateful that we could be here with you. And let's just continue to do this great work, and we look forward to hitting our goal and to continuing our level of service. Miles, you got any last words for this group?
No.
All right. So dance party's coming up in a few minutes. Look down in the lower part of your browser underneath the screen. You'll see the actual web address. You can probably click on it right from there. If you need to use, there's a code that goes with it to get in. So the password is DANCE. So make sure you use that.
Dance.
And let's hang out for a little bit in the dance party. How's that sound, Miles?
Sounds good.
All right. Achieve Gala 2020. Let's do it. Thank you very much, everybody. See you next year or soon.
Yeah.
All right.